Welcome back, everybody. It's me, E-Man. Happy New Year. And today we're going to go over the top 10 movies that I'm excited for 2016. Just in case if you missed it, I just recently posted my top 10 movies of 2015 on my website. Find out which movie came out at number 1. Okay, so let's get started. Coming in at number 10, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Out of the Shadows. Okay, I admit, maybe my inner child came out and snuck this onto the list. Look, I don't expect this to be a major hit or anything, but I have to admit that I am a little excited to see my favorite childhood Ninja Turtles going head to head against New Mutants, Bebop and Rocksteady. I think it's gonna be corny, and yes, unfortunately, Megan Fox is still in it, and I think she has more speaking roles. But outside of that, it's probably gonna be a fun movie to watch. Coming in at number 9, Finding Dory. Alright, look, I don't usually review family or kiddie movies, but Finding Nemo was a pretty good movie. So I'm a little excited to be able to sit down with my family and watch the smiles on my kids' faces as they watch this film. And I'm pretty sure it won't disappoint. Coming in at number 8, London Has Fallen. There's really nothing to this movie except for the fact that all the characters are back. There's probably going to be even more explosions. I can sit back, turn my brain off, and just watch action all day. And it looks just as good as the old one, so count me in. Coming in at number 7, XMen Apocalypse. Well, this is supposed to be a big film for the X-Men franchise. Supposedly, Hugh Jackman is not going to be carrying the film as Wolverine, and instead it does look like we might get another heavy dose of Jennifer Lawrence leading the forefront. Yay. The only thing I could say that looks very promising about this film is that this is the first time we've seen one of the X-Men's major villains, Apocalypse, on the big screen. I'm excited to see this, but you know what? My expectations are kinda in check as well. Coming in at number 6, Now You See Me Part 2. Look, I thought the first Now You See Me film was fun and entertaining and just a great visual movie overall. I'm excited for Now You See Me Part 2 because I love heist films like Ocean's 11 and I love magic. So when you put the two together, it's a solid combination. Coming in at number 5, The Conjuring Part 2. First of all, The Conjuring was probably one of the most scary horror films that were made within the last decade, if not more. Director James Wan, who also did Insidious and The Conjuring, is, in my opinion, the master and the new genius of horror films. My hope is that in The Conjuring Part 2, they're gonna keep the creepy factor in place and not rely on a lot of jump scares that just end up being really cheap at the end of the day. Coming in at number 4, Suicide Squad. I'm probably the most excited about this film for 2 reasons. Number 1, David Ayer is directing it. In my opinion, he's one of the best up-and-coming directors in Hollywood. Now, if you don't know who David Ayer is, you're probably familiar with his films. He's done films like Training Day, SWAT, End of Watch, and Fury. He's just a perfect fit for this movie. Second reason I'm excited for this is that we finally get to see another iteration of the Joker on screen. After the tragic loss of Heath Ledger, who last played the Joker, finally given another one played by Jared Leto. I really think that people are going to underestimate this film, and it's going to be a lot better than what people expect. Coming in at number 3, Deadpool. Comic fans have been waiting for a Deadpool movie for years. And best of all, it finally has an R rating. That means we get to enjoy Ryan Reynolds, who's gonna play Deadpool, at his full extent. No jokes are probably gonna be off limits, and it's just gonna be a hilarious, funny movie overall. I can't wait. Coming in at number 2, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. Tell me, do you bleed? You will. What? Batman vs. Superman? Are you kidding me? Yes, let's do this. I don't even care. What? I've been waiting for this my whole life. Everybody has. Now, I do have some minor worries about this film, like Jesse Eisenberg playing a Lex Luthor. I'm sorry, I just can't shake The Social Network out of my head. He's always gonna be an evil genius, Mark Zuckerberg copy to me. Another concern is, did the trailers end up showing a little too much? I mean, are we really about to get a Doomsday this soon? Either way, I'm pretty sure that this is not going to disappoint because, you know, Batman. Now, there are a ton of other movies that are coming up that I'm also excited for in 2016, but I either haven't seen a trailer because it hasn't been released yet, or we just don't know any information about the movie yet. So here's just a couple other movies, and they're just gonna get honorable mention at this point. There's an untitled Bourne Identity sequel coming out, Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, Doctor Strange, which is a Marvel movie, which will star Benedict Cumberbatch, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, and finally, Assassin's Creed. And the #1 movie that I'm excited for in 2016 is going to be Captain America: Civil War. This is the next follow-up after Captain America 2: Winter Soldier, which was really, really good. Hopefully it continues that spy espionage type of feel that made Captain America 2 such a successful film. Best of all, we're also going to get our first on-screen appearance of Black Panther and a special guest star cameo of Spider-Man. Those of you that are familiar with the whole going-ons about the studio rights to Marvel characters, Sony's Spider-Man is going to cross over and join Marvel Disney's Avengers. So this is a big deal. There's just way too much going for this film for it not to be the best film for me to be excited about coming up in 2016. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. I really appreciate your time. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And even if you're returning to the channel, don't forget to go to my main website, emensmoviereviews.com, where I'm always posting new content. Up next, I'm gonna show you guys 10 movies that I'm interested in, but not really excited for in 2016. See you later.